Do you think Saka being back is a game changer for not only the Real Madrid game, but more importantly, the league?
No.
You don't think it's a game changer?
Yeah,
it is a
Arsenal
game
getting their
changer.
best player back.
Probably.
How is that?
How
It's
is
a
that
little
not
bit
a
of a game changer.
Because the game won't be changed. Arsenal are still going to go out the Champions League.
They're going to win the Champions League.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Coming from a guy with a big bushy beard.
A big bushy beard.
We're doing it on the stream tomorrow.
Okay, good.
We're waiting for you. Relax.
All right.
Calm down.
Wait, you don't think Arsenal getting their best player back is a game changer?
I've just explained why it's not.
No. I just can't work out how someone who allegedly knows a lot about football
For it to be a
can think
game
that.
changer, it would need to change the game.
So
What's
you
going to be
So Saka
changed?
doesn't change the
What's
game.
going to change?
You don't see us
We
going
have an
through at any
attacking
point.
output.
What's going to change in your season with Saka being back?
We have an attacking output.
You're not answering the question. What will change in your season?
We're going to win
We
the Champions
have an
League.
attacking output, so that will be more goals, more likely to win, more likely to beat Real Madrid, more likely to win the Premier League.
Tom, you're in the minority here. We all know Arsenal are going to win the Champions League.
Midweek Premier League means one thing. That's right. Super 6. You could become £100,000 richer by predicting 6 correct scores, and it's completely free to enter. Also, come and join our mini league with the code PTCH24, where you can win a £100 classic football shirt voucher. Head to the Super 6 app for a free chance at the jackpot.
So, what I said there is fact.
I agree. You're going to win the
Thank
Champions
you.
League.
Saka makes you better, yeah. He's not a game changer. Nothing's going to
Bukayo
change.
Saka is a game changer.
You do this every time.
I just speak louder and shout and get my point
You
across.
don't actually listen to the words I'm saying. You just hear what you want to hear.
You're saying Bukayo Saka is not a game changer.
No, he's not. Because you're still going to finish second and you're still going to get knocked out of the Champions League with or
But
without him.
I don't think that's going to happen. I'm entitled to my opinion.
No, but I'm telling you that will happen.
That's not how it works.
To be fair, your
That's
track
not allowed.
record,
That will definitely happen.
That's not allowed.
Do you think Arsenal are going to win the Champions League?
Yeah,
Yes.
why not?
I do.
Good for you, man.
We asked. We're going to get
Being
onto this
very
later
dismissive
on.
there, Tom. Actually,
Because you've got no chance.
We're going to get onto this later on, but we did ask for listeners for their opinions this season, and they did say very strongly that Theo's track record this season of being correct is far superior than yours, Tom. So therefore, you saying it doesn't bold well is all I'm saying.
Bold
well.
Doesn't
yeah,
bold
that's a
well.
good one, man. That's a
Listeners
good
are starting to see the genius of which is Theo
offensively.
Baker.
Very well.
one. To be fair, our listeners know footy.
Oh, now you're attacking the listeners because you've been proven wrong.
Have you been proven wrong?
Reeve, do you think?
What have you
I agree
proven
with
me
you.
wrong on?
I agree
Reeve,
with
do
you.
you think that Arsenal
I find it
getting
no, just a button for a second. I find it really rude that you're so
Sorry, you're here.
You're so dismissive about Arsenal
You've
going
got
through.
no
in
chance of winning the Champions League. Not none.
Well, what about if we go through next round?
You won't.
But that's
All right.
that's
But
silly.
just like how we didn't go through against PSV, like we said,
Yeah,
and you said the
mighty
opposite.
PSV, yeah.
Oh, you
awesome.
said Arsenal will not go through against PSV.
I didn't think you would, no. Because you're that shit.
Scored 9 goals against them.
Wow.
Well, it's
What
all
a
right.
trophy.
See, now you're doing the thing Lewis
Mate,
used to do.
I'm on your- don't bring me-
I'm so glad you've come to the
I've
the smart
matured.
side.
I actually think Arsenal's going to win the
It's
Champions League.
embarrassing you think he's being
Are
serious.
you doing this
I
for
am being
views right now? Like,
serious.
what are
They
you
got
trying to
Saka
do? Are you
back.
doing this for clicks,
I'm doing
comments?
what for clicks.
Like, you trying to be like the
Well, like-
antagonist?
No, I think you've got no chance.
I just don't understand how you think Arsenal getting their best
Express
player.
it as a percentage.
So why can't you understand the words you having Saka back, your best player, makes you better, no doubt. It's not a game changer. What don't you get about
He
that?
does change games.
Tom, have
But
you
not
seen?
specific games. The game we're talking about is Arsenal winning something, either the league or the Champions League. Whether you have Saka
That
or
definitely
fucking
increases the
Messi, you're not
chances.
winning anything.
Hang
What
on.
are you on about?
No.
That definitely increases the chance.
But with him, you have a higher likelihood of winning
I'm not-
something.
and
I'm
Tom,
not
have you?
denying
Tom,
that.
can I ask you a question? Have you seen?
It won't change the game.
It will.
You're
Tom,
a clever man.
Tom,
you
have
know
you-
exactly what I'm getting
Oh,
at.
don't gaslight me into agreeing with you.
Have you seen Arsenal's attacking output without Bukayo Saka?
Have you seen it with it? You still don't win anything.
But he's on corners.
Saka still has the most goals and assists for Arsenal, and isn't played
In the
for 3
history
months
of the club.
this season. He hasn't played for 3 months.
Yeah,
Maybe-
and he's got more than Foden.
Yeah.
What's your point? I
My
don't.
point is, we've got our best player
Yeah,
coming
and he
back.
makes
so
you
he
better,
Will, he
but
will
it
change
doesn't-
the game. Of course he will.
Why does it change the game though? I don't think it'll change the
It
game
provides
because
an
you're still
attacking
going
output.
to. With or without Saka, I think you finish second.
That's absolutely fair enough.
With or
That's-
without Saka, you're getting knocked out by Real Madrid.
But do you not think it
So,
increases
yet
the
another
chances?
season with
But
no
Tom, do you not?
trophies.
Yeah, but you're entitled to your opinion.
So
and there's 3 people in the room here saying the opposite
therefore,
opinion.
It's not a game
What's just
changer.
the hand there?
Apologise when he does change the game and we go through.
Yeah.
Arsenal have nothing else to aim for. It's not taking digs, but like they have else
you're
going
right,
for them.
Lewis,
Real
you're
Madrid
right.
got lots on the
Another factual
plate.
thing.
That's why I know Arsenal's going to do it, my guy.
Love you, man.
Maggie.
So let's so obviously I've already got to lose my beard. Let's do a bet then if you're that confident. Let's do some sort of forfeit or bet about
Look at you. Always want to bet. You've got an issue, man.
Arsenal against Real Madrid. No, not money. We'll do something.
How about he loses his beard?
No, because it's barely a beard.
No, but when I grow it
I
out,
don't even have one,
when
so
I grow
I
it
can't
out-
even put that on the line.
When I grow it out, it did look kind of strong, and you know it.
No, the losers have to do whatever the most liked comment is.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
That could be horrendous.
yeah,
though.
yeah, brilliant.
Are we even
As long as
legally
it's
allowed to do that?
As long as it's legal.
The losers get bummed by Harambe.
Well, he's dead.
Dead.
What?
Harambe's dead, mate. R.I.P.
Ripped in the chat.
What's your
Serious?
what's your thoughts on the
What do
little?
you mean serious? I hate when he does that fake. Oh, I didn't know. He literally got shot in the
Yeah,
head.
that's where the
R.I.P. Harambe.
yeah.
Right.
What's your thoughts on the interesting stat in
gonna
the
say it,
prep
or-
God,
doc
that's an interesting stat.
around Emery and his performance as Arsenal manager compared to Arteta's this season?
Oh, what 1 point difference?
yeah, so
that
if-
is genuinely quite
can we
interesting.
read? So can you read it out for the listener?
also
Wait,
just-
let's read
just a
first,
count-
before we talk about it, can we read it out for the listener?
Yeah, you can. So 29 games, 57 points for Emery in the 18-19 season, and 29 games, 58 points for Arteta in the 24-25 season.
I do think though it was also to do with the style of
It
football
was
and Emery.
stylistic, yeah,
It was
absolutely.
just
Yeah.
it weren't a good watch. Do you know what I mean?
Also-
you know how like Bruce Ball.
Also, Arteta is having a bad season.
Yeah.
Arsenal are having a bad season. I think they're having a bad season.
We are having a bad season. Yeah.
They've underperformed, so and he's still got more points than him.
Also, just okay. How about this?
By
So,
The biggest argument is what Theo said, though. It was Styles.
so let's say, the styles aside, do you think if you stuck it out with Emery, you would have a bigger trophy haul now than what you do with Arteta?
That's tough to say because him.
It's all hypothetical. I don't think so.
I know it's hypothetical, but what do you think? Because personally, I think it would be ugly, but I think he'd get you there.
I do think we probably would have won the FA Cup still because it was essentially Emery's team, but it was a tough one.
But also a lot
it was
of-
a tough
If
one.
he
I
had-
don't think he's a good fit for big clubs, Emery. I think he's proven that.
What are you trying to say about Villa?
Villarreal.
They're not a big club.
Villarreal.
They're a big club within England, but they're not an Arsenal.
Or
They're not a giant.
Sevilla.
I think it's.
They're not a European giant, are they?
I
Wait, the only
think that's
managed-
unfair
Yeah,
to
he only
say.
goes to clubs that have
Villa
Villa
in
in the name other than Arsenal. Arsenal Villa. Sevilla.
I think that's-
Villarreal.
I don't know if that's fair because Arsenal didn't go well, fair enough. PSG didn't, but like as it ever went.
yeah, so the two biggest clubs he's managed haven't gone well, yeah.
But then
So
have a look
that's
at.
not a
But
fair
then also
comment.
look at it this way.
Well, he's doing well with Villa.
Arsenal, has it ever went well in the recent times? PSG, have they done anything outside their own league in recent times? No. So like both those clubs are already. It's not like he's went to Real Madrid and stopped winning like the Champions League and stuff. Those teams already weren't doing much on the global stage or European stage.
What?
You weren't. Arsenal and PSG, he didn't underachieve really.
talking
With
about when
them.
you're-
So what
Because,
you're-
when it going outside of the league.
So what you're saying is he's like the perfect Europa League level manager.
No, I'm saying it's unfair to say you can't do it at big clubs because the two big clubs he's done it at, they weren't winning the Champions League anyways without him, and they still haven't without him.
true.
So it's like it's not fair to hit him with that stain.
No, but he failed in the league with Arsenal massively.
Yeah, that's why he got
one's-
fired.
like, he's a brilliant manager, but it just for whatever reason it just didn't click at Arsenal.
He suits being he's a top manager for like a smallish,
Fifth to seventh.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
like that mid-range club.
He's very good at overachieving with those clubs.
yeah, because of his style of play.
Yeah. Yeah.
The big clubs like Arsenal, you have to have a style of play.
Proactive.
Yeah,
Who has been more influential?
What?
Who's been more influential,
That's
Emery at Aston Villa or Arteta at Arsenal in terms of transforming the club?
I think,
Well, that's a tough question.
I'd go Emery.
Yeah.
but in terms,
Villa were like near the bottom.
no, I
like,
know,
near the
I know,
bottom end
especially
of the table.
from Gerrard as well.
Champions,
But also look what
Champions
Arteta's
League
done.
for Aston Villa is
Yeah.
pretty mental, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with it, but also look what Arteta's done at the club. Not
I
just
agree-
on the
yeah,
pitch.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
That's why I say
that's
it's
what he's done as
difficult.
well.
Good chance he can win the FA Cup as well.
He did
Villa.
buy a dog.
I actually
Or
think they do, in all honesty.
You think Villa will win it?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got no idea. I said Bournemouth would.
I think it's a Forest.
Shock, Tom.
Forest,
Once again, Tom's prediction went wrong.
Forest Villa final.
Whose prediction went right so far, Lou? Who called Forest to go through?
Us.
You said they'd win it, not go through.
Yeah, and they're going to win it.
Okay, they're right.
Who do you think's going to win it?
I
I've
don't
got
know.
no idea. Probably City now. City will probably.
If City win it, that's boring.
It'd probably be
Forest will
boring
beat
and
City.
City will win it.
Forest will beat City.
I agree. That's why I said Forest will win the FA Cup.
I don't know, because City.
City have a problem. Problem time.
They do have a problem.
Nino, problem
The
time.
fact they've only got that to play for. And it's City at Wembley, they just win, don't they?
What's your thoughts on Haaland? You're talking about is Saka leaving but Haaland going out. Which one's the bigger impact, positive or negative?
Haaland's out for what, 3-4 weeks, is he?
We don't know yet.
Maybe longer.
So it's the negative of losing...
the injury that he had against...
a foot injury, was it a foot injury?
Came off against... Who did they play? Bournemouth.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah,
which means Marmoush is going to start up top, most likely.
Do you think the impact of losing Haaland is more significant than the impact of gaining Saka?
No way. They won back-to-back Premier Leagues with a false... consistently Premier Leagues without even a number 9.
And I know Marmoush isn't a number 9, but he still had... When he signed, he was, second in...
Without Haaland this year, where would they be?
No, I know, but I'm saying now they've got Marmoush.
You're still second without Saka?
I think it's more impactful losing Haaland in terms of where they are in the season now, where they're fighting for Champions League, isn't it?
It's right.
I don't know.
I keep crying about all these players you miss, but then you still finish second.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Man City,
we didn't have we can't win the league second. We don't have Saka, we can't second. Second.
Bit mean, mate.
City without Haaland this year would probably be 10th.
Yeah, he's got a lot of goals, but I'm saying the point is they didn't have Marmoush prior to January. But losing Haaland now is not as a big deal as when they didn't have Marmoush.
It is because they're in a fight, mate. They're in a dog fight.
He's clinical.
He's good, yeah, but
they would have a solution, I think, to him.
Yeah.
Who?
Marmoush.
But Marmoush isn't really the way they're playing though. I don't know if
he can play number 9.
You're talking about
if you look at his goals and goals.
Marmoush isn't like a 9 like Haaland.
No. I'm not saying he is, but he can do it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, I'll have to.
Yeah, but
whereas when
Trossard can play on the right, but not as well as Saka.
No, of course.
It's a
when
massive
Arsenal
drop-off.
lost Saka, it was just beyond.
Do you think Haaland's more important to Man City than Saka is to Arsenal in terms of actual game influence?
In general, probably not.
Yeah,
but this season, I think missing Haaland's a bigger miss than Saka. The way City are.
But is that only because they're missing Rodri on top of that though?
Probably. If City have got everyone available, they can go without Haaland, I think.
And also, Arsenal didn't just lose Saka in the end; they lost their entire front line. So it became a case
I know, but I'm saying, I'm saying like in terms of importance of the player on the pitch, I feel like Saka does more for Arsenal.
I agree.
Intra game than Haaland does.
Like, would you say like for Man City, the most important player that they would lose would be Rodri, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Whereas
100%.
Arsenal would be Saka, maybe Saliba second.
Yeah.
See the point?
No, I don't see the point there. Just because Saka's your most important player and Haaland's City's second most doesn't make him less important.
No, but I'm saying
saying Delap's City's most important player, but Haaland's second, but so Delap's better than Haaland.
No, but I think losing Haaland isn't as big of an issue as Arsenal losing Saka. Only because now of Marmoush's ability to be able to fill in that role, I think.
Well, that's the way you always think of it. Do
you see what I mean?
It's the player that they lose, and then they drop off to the replacement.
Yeah.
Can they cope? It's like Alisson would be one of the most essential players in the league if Kelleher wasn't as amazing as he was.
Yeah, and if you look at the Bournemouth front line, it's like they lose a player, and somehow like the player filling in is just an.
Wanyeri's not a massive drop off from Saka, is he? It's not a skydive.
No, but we never had him when he originally got. Like he wasn't the immediate replacement when he originally got injured.
So when are we talking about now or when he originally got injured?
But also Wanyeri, look,
generally, as in like when you look at a team and you go, oh well,
only 18,
for example, when Ollie Watkins, he taken out the equation, they had John Duran, but now if Watkins does suffer an injury, their drop off is.
It's like if Liverpool lost Salah.
I mean,
do you think they're screwed or not?
Yeah, I mean they'd be struggling, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
What were you going to say? They weren't.
No, I'm just intrigued to know your opinions. Like,
no,
who would play on the right hand side for
the problem is not the problem, but the thing that Tom dislikes about Salah is he can go a game. He can go a game without really doing anything.
Yeah.
But his name crops up on the score sheet like 3 times. So I mean that's pretty essential.
But that's essential to win.
Exactly. Yeah. But not if you look at the end.